What's up, everyone? Back again for another live stream. This time we have a guest. This is Chris. He worked on the Pirate Village and the Downward Spire. And everybody says those are you guys' favorite art in the level, so I figured I'd pull him over here since he actually lives somewhat close by, which is pretty... What are you eating? Of course, I get distracted a lot by the chat.
Where's the chat at? Oh, it's over here.
But yeah, for this project, I got to actually work with an artist that lived, somewhat in the state, which is very rare for me. So I think these levels, we actually got to sit down and play through the game and talk about them. So we're going to jump in and discuss.
Cool.
So I know, so the art for the cave, I think, was very much like I was telling you exactly how I wanted it to look.
Yeah, that was the first art I did, I think.
Yeah, because I was kind of like, hey, just copy my art. So I think this one, and here, yeah, stay on there. This ended up a lot more interesting since it was, I'm trying to remember how much direction I even gave you with this, because this looks so much better than anything I could draw.
I think...
I clearly didn't say, here, make
like,
this.
I think you just said, like, treehouse kind of feel.
There you go, this is what I'm making, some canes. If y'all know what that is. It's a Louisiana thing. Alright, I'm going to try to pay attention to the chat, and if you guys, have any questions, please do the, there you are, at Bradborn. First question, will you work on World 5?
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. That's exactly the, environment to hire people at, right? I'm up for it. I think everything turned out really well. Problem with World 5, there isn't a set style yet, so I'm going through concepts right now. And then we'd have to actually start development proper to have a budget for concept art and all that. But Chris wasn't the worst to work with, so I'm not boycotting him or anything.
That's pretty cool.
There you go. It's a LinkedIn recommendation. That's a good part about two-player. You just, wait,
nope.
Get it! Try to get a platform there.
It's really been a while since I played this.
Yeah, man, it was a while when we were working on these.
Yeah.
We need more... See, stuff like that ends up being really cool. Like, making platforms, or like working together. So this is, we're cheating here. We're both playing through. This isn't in the Steam release yet. Oh man, I don't even know how to solve the issue with a lot of the single-player triggers, but it's fun for now. I made the game, I'll do what I want.
So this isn't in the Steam release yet?
The levels are the two-player here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're cheating.
How do I get up there?
Well, we're skipping to like the middle of the game, so it's hard. But yeah, don't hit jump. When you
don't hit jump, just run?
Yep. And then, switch direction.
Alright. There we go.
Yeah, and this is, like the third set of levels, so they're not the easiest. And these, by now, we're more focused on combat. Want a shotgun and a pizza with pineapple. What? So I can't comment on anything. Chris is in, we'll know, Jenna. Jenna's in the chat.
Oh.
You can come in here and say hi. Are you going to yell if there's a good question? Can you all hear in the background?
If you miss something, I'll let you know.
So how's it feel... Okay, wait, I think I have some good discussion. Over here, I was like, hey, put some platforms. And every time I work with an artist, they always want to connect the platforms to things.
What you mean?
Like how there's the pillars right here.
Uh-huh.
Let me move this mic a bit so I can... Okay. Whenever I do platforms, I just stick them in the air, wherever.
Yeah. And
whenever I work with an artist, they always want to put the platforms on physically connected to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, for face band stuff, it's so abstract and floating everywhere that the platforms floating, I think, is fine. And this was a much more cartoony level, so your approach probably worked a lot better. But like, is that just this inherent artist thing that everything needs to be connected properly to other things, or is it just trying to make it look good?
I mean, I grew up, playing like Mario and stuff, so nothing connected. So it doesn't bother me, but like...
Is that like a client, like clients like, that needs to be connected?
No, it's just if it feels weird, then like this feels fine just because it flows, like with the craziness of the whole game.
Yeah, because to me, I've never thought that anything needed to actually fit, or had like needed to. And I'm probably looking at the wrong hair because I'm usually orange, but because it's. Unless I'm making something very specific, like this is supposed to be a house, so of course it's going to have this is going to be stairs. I don't even think about connecting anything, but is that just part of the process now?
Yeah, I mean, does it work for the game or does it work for the art? It all varies. And I mean, this...
You can't connect mushy platforms, unfortunately.
Yeah, like, if the whole game was supposed to be more realistic, then no, you wouldn't want to just have a floating...
How hard is it? Is it fundamentally more difficult to make something like a 2D platformer in a realistic style?
I would think so, just because you can't do all this fun stuff. Like, I mean, I'm jumping on a platform that's magically floating.
Yeah, this is junk, hold on, welded from an antenna, and yeah, it seems really limiting.
I don't know if I've ever done anything where it was like completely...
Is somebody hanging in the background?
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell if you caught Fancy Master's question because.
No, I didn't know. Come yell at me if.
Well, yeah, this one's coming. He wanted to know what Chris originally thought of World 4.
Like before he
was
arting it, or when he first played it, or what? See, Fancy Master is very interested in the pre-super identity of.
So when
it was my art. What did you think of my art? How about that? Well, it's getting really stuttery. I'm gonna refresh real quick because it. Yeah, see, it's fine. Stupid OBS.
What was being set the game?
So that's the preview up here. This is our real-time preview. That's coming back from YouTube to make sure everything doesn't break. And then this is the game we're playing here, and then this is chat over here. Yeah. So I've been pulling up a lot of earlier things for the chat. I haven't found. I need to find your
for Skype.
For the streams.
Okay.
And so especially like with the Squiggleville Plains levels, there was what I had, and then what got arted over, and I don't think I had anything for this section. Now
I think it was mostly just squares and stuff.
Yeah, I said this is supposed to be a tree. This is supposed to be a platform.
Yeah, and
that was it. I was thinking more of like a treehouse theme, and then you went with the more. I don't know what's that supposed to be. Is it just?
I have no idea, man.
It's fine. It looks good.
I thought it was fun to play with.
It contrasts with the green so well. I can't complain about it.
I had to put a little purple in there.
Yeah. And then you kind of defined how these moving platforms are going to look. Yeah, you can tell this isn't really made for multiplayer. And colors is something I struggle with. So you can tell all your levels just have good coloring here.
I mean, I like what you did with the fade out in the background.
Yeah.
That came out really nice.
That's almost more art stuff, or programming stuff. Like I tell the code, I'm using the percentages made by the parallax. And, and is that stuttering? Are we okay?
Which one? The top one?
Yeah, the top. Buffering. It's not. I'm fine over here. I don't know what's going on over there. It didn't drop out on my end. Sometimes I have to check my upload. Are we good? Okay, it's back. I'll keep an eye on my upload speed, I guess. Because the hardware encoder, if it drops,
it'll tell you.
It dies. The encoder's broken in some way. So if it skips 3 frames, it just gives up. It's really bad.
Gotcha.
Where were we? Yeah, with color. I think you can tell on my. Like, the one level that I really did a concept of was the first cave level, and then you just finished it. That was the boring job. I'm sure just copy my terrible art and finish this up.
No, it's still fun, because, I could still play with it even though...
Oh, yeah, the later levels in the cave was great. But you can kind of contrast... When I draw something, I just kind of go for a shade and then highlight and low light based on that. And I have trouble even thinking of, contrasting colors or complementary colors.
Yeah.
That's something, for my art to be better, That's something, like, the main thing I feel like I need to work on. But, or I'll just get you to all levels next time. That'll be easier.
Wait, what's that?
I'll just get you to do all the levels next time. It'll be much easier.
Be down for that, man.
The audio's not messing up a bit. Also,
the audio's not good?
Your boy, Jeff, had a paragraph question for Chris.
Oh, alright, nice. Let you rip it for a bit.
It's just kind of doing this thing, like with your voice.
Oh, crud. Well, this is probably... Yeah. I always... The stupid preview, sometimes it comes up muted and sometimes it comes up not. How long have we had that on? Oh, dang.
It's been on most of the time.
Jenna, you're slow. You need to get...
Well, everyone was already commenting on the audio, but I had it on mute for a while.
I mean, I'm glancing at the chat, but if you need to...
Well, I just turned it up when someone said audio, because I can hear y'all talking.
Chris is attacking Brad. They like that part.
Yeah,
makes for great stream content. Let's see. So what did you think of the whole game the first time? Were you already a fan? How did you feel about game design wise from a professional artist view?
So...
Roast me. Do it.
The original game? Man, I was a fan of you back in the Newgrounds days.
Yeah, I found your stuff on Newgrounds. I'm not as big on... Because you were mostly known for the point and click, like adventure games. I played them a little bit, but you tend to focus on animation there, so I thought the design was good, but it's not really...
No, it's not like an action-packed game. Yeah. I have a few, but like, no, yeah, me and my buddy, he's guy Casper from Australia. He knew who you are. I'm like, yeah, he lives down the street from me pretty much. Yeah,
the Newgrounds days was the best thing. Like, everyone could find your game. It was, I don't know, unique. I don't even know. I guess maybe we're like YouTube personalities are now, like where everybody knows H3H3 or or PewDiePie or whatever.
I don't know if I was anywhere near that, but
but like I don't know how
people
you
knew my work. They didn't know like me, which was fine.
That's true. Well, yeah, with YouTube, you are your work,
right?
And I try to slap my name on everything because I don't know, the sense of responsibility. If everybody knows I made it and it's bad, it's my fault, you know. So have some weird, I want to take responsibility and own if anything's terrible. What was I even trying to pull up here? Now I can't remember. I don't know. Let's see. We knew of each other before we worked together, just because that's how Flash was back then.
Yeah.
Did you do any of the like the Pico days or anything with Newgrounds?
Yeah, guys? I did. I made one of the animations. I made some artwork for it.
So you did. You did the like the collab stuff or the
I did a collab once. I did my own animation one time. Because I think they used to like do money, so I tried to win money off of Pico Day or any of those other little.
Yeah, once Armor Games discovered that you could sponsor everybody just by offering a few $100 as a prize, then everyone. That caught on pretty quick.
Yeah, and then it just got crazy. Oh shoot!
Yep. Any of the like the live stuff, ever like the Pico Day like meetups or
no,
GDC
I never did any of the meetups. I met a couple other people from Newgrounds, but usually like I do a lot of Comic Cons. So
yeah, have you ever seen anyone over at Comic Con?
Yeah, I've seen Crinkle.
Oh, Kringle, yeah, he lives pretty close actually.
Yeah, he lives pretty close. Shoot,
he was over at the WizardCon over here.
Yeah, that's where I met him a few years back.
He's the nicest dude. Like, not enough good things to say about him. He's really cool.
And then
his work's incredible. He's an amazing animator.
Which way we gotta go, man?
Down here. We just have to both do it at the same time, unless we mess up one of the. Oh no, that's. I'm thinking of the next one. I'm forgetting my own game. Yeah, it's the next one's down. We need to go up here.
Am I dead?
Yeah. Sit down. You're good. Just sit down.
Okay.
There you go. We need to go up that way. But yeah, it's so. The drawback of everybody being able to work from everywhere is, everyone's just sort of scattered everywhere.
Which like things like Skype and all. I think before I was using Skype, I was on like AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh, yeah.
Collabing with people. I collab with a bunch of different people.
Yeah, I guess because when that's...
Who's the guy? Shoot, I'm blanking on his name right now. He made The Binding of Isaac.
Oh, Edmund, yeah.
Not Edmund, because he's the artist, right?
Well, the Flash dude that works with it. What's his name?
God, I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Did he do the weird physics-based one? I think Edmund said he didn't like me, which is really weird.
Edmund didn't like you?
No, Edmund. I consider him a friend, but he said that guy didn't like me. I don't know why.
He's really nice.
Yeah.
Just blanking on his name right now, man.
Did he do what was that like creature game where you had Incredipede? Was that him?
I think that was him.
Yeah.
I'll look it up when I get home.
No, he's a very, very technical programmer.
Yes, we made a game called remember Rebecca Black? She did that on Friday.
Oh yeah.
We made like a parody of that. And,
as a game?
Yeah.
Man, I used to do so much like freelance work for. That was the best. If you want to like get better at being a programmer, like do small stupid games based on current events, because it's like a game jam. You get a theme, you got to finish it in a week, and then you get paid, which is always nice.
Shoot, we did one for the.
What is the best Mario Kart game? That's an interesting.
Is that a question?
That's what they asked.
I mean, it's 64, of course.
So, oh man, I went back to 64. I don't think it aged well. It's so.
No, you don't think?
The some of the stuff. Though, okay, the sound design in 64 is the best, like by far. It's so good. It's so bassy and rich.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one, and then it went from like that vroom, like Mario Kart to Mario Kart, and then it just kind of defines the difference there for me.
They're saying Chris didn't answer one of Jeff's questions.
Oh no!
What a miss.
I think it's
Jenny, you need to help us out here.
About I thought I told you there was a paragraph question.
No, I did. I said, what do you think of the game at the time?
I said, what about the original art or the?
Yeah. Okay.
He said Chris didn't.
Oh, you want to hear? Okay, that part. So, what do you think of my art? So, roast my art.
You talking about like the art from like your first game, or
no? That's God, no. I hope not. I'll roast that.
Are you talking like the art you gave me to?
Like, I guess this section. So this art here was me.
Yes.
And that's kind of going from my sketchy style, and then I try to evolve it into what I usually say is like a Dr. Seuss inspired. I know that's what I talked to you about. And I actually added some more background recently. Yeah, it broke.
You kept talking.
I can't hear you. Yell louder.
Oh my god.
Alright. Sorry, guys. And sometimes I just switch it to the software encoder, but the fans go nuts with that.
Oh, really?
Alright.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry about that. Did it not? Oh, good. It didn't break that time. Let's try to get rid of boxes, because multiplayer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Alright, so this art right here compared to... I mean, it's just a different style. There's nothing bad about it.
Because for this, I wanted to focus on... Oh my gosh, it's buffering. It's not broken, but it's buffering. Yeah, let me pause this for a bit. Yeah, I'm uploading. Sometimes it's just the player, and I can't tell what part is breaking if it buffers too many times. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, sorry guys, mine was buffering. I want to keep an eye on it. And I'm clicking.
What you got at the full 1080 or whatever? That doesn't affect it.
It's all on the land speed's so much higher than anything else. It doesn't matter. Is it smooth? Is it smooth? Let's see. No, it's not good though. Yeah, it's so hard to keep the dang thing running smoothly. And it's gonna glitch out. Why are you glitching out? Man, the hardware encoder's not happy right now.
Which one's glitching out? This one?
Yeah, because it's smooth, but no, it's glitching. I'm gonna set it unless it stops. So you're gonna stop. I've had good. Okay, that should give us less trouble anyway. Alright. Well, just so that, have dedicated hardware, I'd rather actually see. No. What? It should be. Give it a sec. Let me see. No, I switched the encoder over. It should be good. Tell them to refresh if it's still buffering. And then it goes to auto, to nothing. I'll drop it down just in case.
You turn it all the way up just to see what everybody else is seeing? Yeah.
And I mean, either one. I just mostly to make sure that it's not glitching out and it's not, Okay, Jenna, is your stream, glitchy? It must just be me. That's weird.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, it is glitchy. Why is it being glitchy? The heck? Never done that before.
What, the little artifacts?
Yeah, it's a different encoder though. I wonder if that's YouTube messing up. The audio's off? Let me see. I hate
losing people.
Whenever you have trouble. I mean, yeah, I can't hear from there.
It's not.
I mean, it sounds like what we're actually streaming sounds fine, but I don't know.
They can hear the actual game.
Yeah. It's pumping it out to them. I mean, up the bit rate. I don't know what's going on. Telling me use a custom buffer. It actually worked pretty well.
I'm trying to use a pen.
Come on. Pew. Yeah, it's like getting weird, but I think that's just YouTube. I'm sending a pretty high bit rate at them.
It might just be the
YouTube, fix it.
I love when it pauses and making weird faces.
Yeah, eventually I start to become aware of that, and I'm like making some bizarre face in the camera. Okay. Yay or nay? Okay, there it goes.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks fine. Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, and then it messed up. Well, if you guys can hear us at least, it might. I don't know if I just turned it too high.
I don't even know if I answered that question still.
It was just he wants you to make fun of my art, I think.
His art sucks, man.
There you go. A sec. Okay, I lowered the bit rate back, but I don't know what it's doing. It's been way better than this. Oh man, and I forgot to hit record. I was going to just record this. And then we wouldn't have all this bizarre stuff happening. I don't know if I should just record from here.
And upload it later.
I'll do it. If it starts glitching out, maybe, I don't know, I'm going to just hit record. I thought I was recording. But then you don't get the chat on side of it, which is really annoying. Alright,
yeah.
Let's see. I was wondering if you'd make a physical copy of the game. I don't know. There's no way. It's such a huge investment to do that. It would have to sell so many copies. If it did, then sure. But let's see. Did Chris answer what his favorite Fancy Pants move was? Jenna is helping us remember.
Alright. Fancy Pants move.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Hey Chris, which move do you like the most in SFPA?
I gotta tell you, it's this headbang thing you added.
Yeah, it is the best. I think that's objectively the best move in the game.
I was just playing around just now, and I totally forgot about it, and I was like, oh, look at that.
I think when you're, especially when you're doing multiplayer, because you need to show off and make fun of your fellow fansman. So this is the first level that you did without any guide from you whatsoever.
Yeah, I didn't even know what these bricks were right here.
Yeah, I think was my all I described it as was it used to look like how I drew, and then it started melting.
Yeah,
so it's more physical. The contours conform more to actual. I don't know, how a real artist would draw, and then the shadowing and the highlights, making it look more like a physical place.
Yeah, I just tried to add a little depth to it.
We can see you.
Yes, I know, but I don't want to interrupt you. Someone asked what part of the development does Chris think took the most effort from you, and then your boy Jeff just asked another question about level art.
Wait, what part of development does Chris think took my most? What?
Yeah, make the most effort for you.
I don't understand that question.
Yeah,
but go for it.
And then you can look at it, and then your boy Jeff asked a question about level art, which I can't remember off the top.
I think.
Oh, that doesn't work.
What?
I'm really mad.
Me breaking the stuff?
Yeah, that doesn't... That's not cool. So that works.
Just that thing works?
Yeah, I guess it's a ball and not a... Because most of it uses the same code. I guess it's something unique for the blocks.
Ah, here we go.
That's kind of cool. Let me help you there. Oh, you got out of it. Nice.
Let's see. What do I think? I don't know. I don't know how to code, so I imagine that's pretty difficult.
Yeah, because you have your own games, but you don't do the coding.
No, I have no idea.
Or you have other games outside of my games.
The most I coded was this. If this happens, this happens. Yeah. Super basic.
Yeah, the logical part of it. So I say most of what I do is just scripting. It's telling things when and what to do.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I feel like it's math.
You're describing logic in a much simpler... You're not like, this function calls this, and then all the shorthand... I don't even use shorthand. That's like real programmer stuff, right? But like, scripting is like, if you are here, then do this thing, or give it health. It's just a more like JavaScript rather than like C++.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's a strange question. I guess points for confusing me. What is the easiest, most fun level design to draw for SFBA?
Easiest, most fun level. Is that a question for you? Or?
I think you drew more than me in this game.
Oh, really?
I mostly just did the... I did the volcano and I did the challenge levels, but those are really simple.
I had a lot of fun with the pirate level just because it's... And I don't really do a lot of outdoor scenes.
Really? Huh.
Huh. I don't really draw out like scenes that much, so it kind of like.
Well, what are you usually doing? Like the single screens, or?
Yeah, it's like for point and clicks. It's normally like just a single screen, and there's a couple little interactive things.
So you keep most stuff inside to like segment.
Yeah.
What's the logic there? If you're trying to decide what kind of like, do you base where the player goes on? I'm trying to how to word this.
For like a point and click, or
right, you're doing your point and click, right, and then you have is there a certain type of environment that works the best with that point and click, and then do you tailor the plot to fit that design? Like, what comes first? What looks cool or what plays better?
I think when I normally do it, it's like how's the puzzle gonna work? That's the first objective, and then after that, it's more. That was cool. After that, it's
teamwork.
what's gonna look nice, and how is it gonna connect to the story and all. But yeah, puzzles is my main concern normally.
Okay. So do indoor environments are they just easier for puzzles, like how to set things up, or does it keep it simple?
No, I mean I do outdoor like looks. It's just
because that's the beginning of one of the reincarnations starts outside, right? At least what I remember.
Yes, I think a lot of them start outside. Yeah, it does outside scenes. This was just more like
that's when you're not really worried about hard puzzles.
Yeah. I could just kind of flow it however I want. I didn't have to worry about the layout of the level.
So what about, so how many reincarnations are there?
That's a good question.
Just a lot.
14, I think?
Oh, Jesus. I've made 4 games, and you have 4 Fancy Bands. You have 14 reincarnations.
I think I have 30 games total.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that many. I mean, I guess you count the small ones.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, but there's something there for everybody, that amount, right?
Yeah. I cast a wider net, that's what I did.
So for me, as I get to, 4, right, it's always difficult to reintroduce the players to the mechanics and walk them through. And these levels, I mostly use, that's why all the boxes are here, to show...
This was a fun level, man.
Yeah, once you got to this purple, I think you started, like, owning the style a bit more.
Yeah.
And, I think the next one looks...
Well, what I tried to do, if you notice, like, it gets a little more clean.
Mm-hmm.
So I went from, like, your sketchy look to a little bit more sketchy, and then this was, like...
Yeah, this is where it's like you figured it out. And you got that, you made it your own enough while still keeping... Like, you figured out what I was looking for and were able to run with it by this point. And this is... Once I saw this art, I was like, oh, God, yeah, perfect. Exactly, do that. But before, so you have so many games, how do you treat the beginning of the game? Do you kind of go through, is there like a period in each game where it's like, this is where we walk players through these mechanics each time, or do you just assume that they play them again?
It varies for the game, because right now, the game I'm working on, we're going to be teaching, like, all new stuff. Because it's going to be an actual inventory you can open up.
And it's still the reincarnation?
Yeah, it's still reincarnation, it's just...
But you've changed the mechanics enough at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that's definitely, you have to introduce anything new, but, like, the basics, are you worried about, you think is, how concerned are you with people hitting this for the first time, or maybe even point and click being kind of a lost art nowadays?
I'm less worried, because I feel like it's almost intrusive enough? Is that the right word? Probably not.
Intrusive?
It's easy enough to... Intuitive. That's,
yeah.
Man, that's embarrassing. We're going to erase that.
To put on a delay. Time delay.
So, yeah, I just think people know it, but the guy who coded it for me, he doesn't think so.
No, as a fellow developer, there's a lot that you think people... That's one of the more difficult things to... Like, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong, but people always surprise me by how unintuitive things are, and I always say it's a failing on my part. I was doing like a Brad reacts to a Let's Play where this guy got to, there's a gate and there was a puddle of bad guys, and my gamer brain says there's a gate, there's the bad guys, you kill the bad guys, you go through the gate. Right? Yeah, it's an ain't gate, ain't bad guys. But he was so confused, and he spent forever dying on it, and I'm like dying on the inside.
That's weird.
That's me over there. That's
oh gosh, I forgot that
you forgot that's my husband.
Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. There was a few questions on there.
All right, well, yeah, give me a sec, and then we'll hit all the questions.
Okay. Well, I was just letting you know.
But yeah, okay, give me a sec. But he looks up another Let's Play, right? And I went through this live.
So for the same game and all.
Yeah, oh yeah, for that section to figure out how to get through this gate, and this is me just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks for a live stream, right? I'm just being stupid, and like Brad reacts to Let's Play of his game. But of course I'm dying on the inside watching somebody not understand what's going on. I think I already have the pen, so it doesn't even matter.
Mine's not filled.
But then he looks at a Let's Play, and it's fine. You don't use ink on these. Yeah. He looks at this Let's Play and then decides that how the other person beat it was by hitting a bad guy into the gate, which I'm like, oh, that's still intuitive, right? Yeah. To defeat the whatever is there by hitting an enemy into it. But so like he watched someone else get it and still intuited it differently than how I had.
Gotcha.
So it's one of those, I put my big boy pants on and have to think about things like this, you know? Like,
yeah, what I did for my last big game is, we actually got a bunch of, like, young kids to play it.
Yeah, nice.
That was the greatest feedback ever, because they're like, this is stupid.
They like
well, either way, you know, like, they either like, this is great, this part, or like, they're like, doesn't make any sense. What are you doing? Like,
no, it
makes sense to me.
I always say test early, test often. Like from the first lines of code that, you know, see if it's interesting. And you have a very set game design by now, and I think point and click adventures, like I don't think I'd be able to make one, just because that's not really, I don't know, my brain's not wired for that specifically. Like, and I don't know if I'm a good enough developer to make something that I don't understand entirely.
Yeah.
There's a few, actually, oh my god, what was it called? There's this game, there's a point and click in a haunted house. I think it's just called, like, Ultimate Haunted House. No, there's something else named like it, but it's not it, where you have to collect a bunch of keys, and it's super cartoony. It's like this comic book artist guy who did it, so his name was on it. And I always forget the name of it, but we used to play it at my cousin's house when we were over there. And you could, like, you go get a fish, and you just you find a lightning gun, and then you throw the lightning gun into the fish tank, the fish fries, and then you have a fish, and you can go, and then monsters will show up as a haunted house, and you could give them different items, and they'd eat the fish, and you could like find a Frankenstein monster and build it, and then he'd come and kill you, and there was like a torture chamber, and you have to lure monsters in.
Somebody in the chat right now was probably like, "What's that game?"
Yeah, I don't know. Can you guys help me out here? I want to say Ultimate Haunted House, but I don't think that's it. I'll have to look it up sometime. But we love this game. Like, there was a bathroom, you could turn on the water, you can throw stuff in the sink, you could put something on the counter, and some mice would
Dude, that sounds so familiar.
Dude, it's so good. It was incredible.
I love, like, old school point-and-click games.
Yeah. Run up a bit first, and then... that works too. There you go. All right, Jenna, what's our questions? Because I can't remember it anyway.
Really?
Where'd you go? We were tangenting. How was your reaction? Have you played the end of the game? You beat the final boss or seen the final boss? I'm not gonna pull it up. I don't want to do big spoilers. But...
have I? No, I have not.
Okay, so that's the hardest part, the art in the game, because I just took pictures of things.
They want to know when Chris joined on development for the game.
I don't know. It was pretty early.
Yeah, you.
Or at least. I was saying even before, I was like, I want to bring you in, I like your style, and you don't live in California or some random place like everyone. Or Canada.
Shoot.
Is a few of our...
Yeah.
Oh, the other people from...
Yeah, Tommy, who did the Pirates, is... Or no, he's in England, not Canada. Some of them are in Canada. Negative One's Canadian...
I don't know what that's
I think he... I didn't do this level.
No, so this is...
I don't even know.
There you go.
This
is Andy's stuff. So the only problem with working with different people is you have to like walk them through every
time.
Yeah. Like, all right, drippy but not boogery, and slippery but not gross, sleek, not too bumpy. Like, it's all these adjectives that I have. So here goes somebody else's art. I don't know. I did the backgrounds first. I think I did most of the backgrounds.
Yeah, you showed me this one before.
Yeah, he had some early concepts on this one.
Yeah.
Can you just mute it while you're standing here?
Oh.
It's really hard to talk while listening to myself. Because I hate my own voice.
Oh, that's lovely.
What's that? Yeah, what were the other... how early... I at least was mentioning it to you pretty early.
Yeah, you had some stuff done, like you had a bunch of levels.
Can I look up... I'm going to see if I can find your concept art, because it's really good.
To ask if you have a specific hex colored code for Fancy Pants Man's pants.
Oh, yeah, it's... yeah, what would it be? I have it on the color picker. I know which one it is, and then I do the pants in code, so there's a number, but I'd have to translate it. It's like, I'd have to look at the code. I actually don't have Flash open right now. Concept art from Chris. They're excited. Come on, Chris, you're the artist. What hex value is that orange?
I've been dealing with CMYK so much lately, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm on the... Everything I do is super outdated, so... Alright, I want to say that... I'm trying to find... I have like a folder from all the different artists. This is the most people I've worked with on one game.
Noise. Man, you're more organized than me, man.
If I'm not, I can't find anything.
Mine's insane.
Did I just... Okay, I zipped your folder up because I haven't used that one in a while. I think. Or is this...
That might be the game.
It might be this... I don't know. Oh, that I sent you, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because that was...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was sending you stuff to play. Oh my god, that'd be old. They'd probably want to see that.
Did I send you, like, actual pictures or anything?
Yeah, you had a, There was the level I sent Chris. Everybody's like, it's World 4. It's the, Lost World 4 level.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's... Here's one of my concepts. This isn't Chris. When I was, like, still going through inkboarding.
Oh, yeah, I sent you, like... That's right. Before we even started working the game, you just wanted to see some concepts.
I think I was showing people... I was actually going through some of my old notebooks. So the stuff here, they've seen all this. But I'm going to have to just... Oh, maybe just under art? No, this is older stuff. This is like, yeah, that's what I was drawing. Oh, you're under external, because you are an external contractor. And that's, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I took a pic, this is it. Oh, and then the hat, because that's Chris's hat, actually. You're the only third-party hat in the game.
Nice.
You can pull that up if you want. You hit pause.
How you do it?
Start, yeah.
Start.
And then you're like, hey, yeah, right there.
Put my hat on. Let's see.
Nice.
Might as well get some purple pants too on, man.
Do it. Here's the Flash file with just the hat in it that he sent me to do that. Yeah, I don't... Man, where is the actual... Because I had the level with all those pulled up, but I broke it up into different sections.
There wasn't a... So the Flash file was just the hat?
I don't know where I don't know where the other Flash file is, actually. Here, I can pull this up. So I gave him one of the earliest, like, designs. I'm gonna go back to orange so I stop losing myself. The earliest, like, level layouts. And as a test, we just did it in different sections. So these are some of the earliest. And it definitely influenced, like, how I was drawing, too. And man, these are beautiful. Like, I love all of these drawings.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, no, don't do that. I probably should move that.
The audio is stuttering a bit again.
Oh, yes. Well, it looks like the video's stuttering too, so perfect.
Is it? Oh, I just noticed audio.
It's...
some of you more so. Why do they keep doing that? Don't do that. Let's just open these. That would be easier. There we go. But yeah, this definitely, like, kind of formed it. And So when you do like concept stuff, and then do you usually find, you ever have a concept that would just be too difficult to keep up that level for the entire level, or do you keep that in mind? Like this needs to be drawn out an entire bunch of pixels.
Like if this, for instance, it's very twisty and turny, so I think doing that the whole time would have took way too much time.
Because at this point we're just like exploring.
Yeah, we're just seeing what was gonna work.
It didn't have to be completely logical.
I think you actually gave me like an actual map from the levels, and I just added onto it.
Yeah, I don't know where. I know I hung on to that for a while, but I don't have that in this folder. That's really weird because I had this as a playable level, and then I just said do a different style, and then we'll go from there.
I might have it. If you don't have it, I might have it.
Yeah, you might have. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll shoot it over to you.
But this is definitely, to me, that's a lot like the purple one, but more broken up and different color.
Yeah, I think that one inspired a lot.
Backgrounds.
Yeah, just did some different backgrounds to see how it would play on.
Yeah, so you'd actually, because for me, I always need to be playing it like immediately, or I just can't even. I'll draw something to look great, and then I'll play and it'll look terrible, or the feet don't line up right. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel good to fall on or slide over.
That happened a lot with the treehouse level, the pirate level. Just trying to get stuff to line up right and everything.
Yeah, but even like the texture of it, like I feel like it looks good at the concept phase. I feel like I'm just. But it looks good at the concept phase, and then when you run on it, it feels different. So I was very specific with all the artists. It was like, I want you to have a playable version. Anything that you draw, I want you to be able to see in the level. Like, does that change it for you, or do you just kind of draw and you're like, yeah, that's good?
No, because like that looks cool, I think, but like when you're actually run on it, it doesn't feel like he's on it,
Right. Yeah, that's a good example, because the way. It's bumpy and it looks really cool, and usually if there's something that is vague up here, I'll put like a line or something there, and then you'll be running on the line instead of up here. I did mostly for World 3, because that has a more isometric style to it. But then something like this, you have a very clear, like using the highlight, you can kind of see, you can intuit out, like you'd be running like right here on it. Did you change any style, like, based on that, or did the Pirates itself go through any, like, revision there?
I think about a Pirate time, I was, like, kind of into it already.
Yeah, so. I think we used the cave more of a...
The cave was more of a building period where just seeing how I was going to do it. Because I don't, like... I think I started just drawing with straight-up line. I mean, like the brush tool in Flash. And then I switched over to the line tool, which... That's what I normally use.
The ink brush or whatever it's called now? The vector brush? What are they called?
I don't know, man. I don't really use Animate.
Yeah.
I got that work, but I don't...
There you go. Behind the scenes stuff. What do you animate in now?
I still animate in Flash, but I still have actual Flash.
Oh, okay, the older one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I can't afford...
So do you consider yourself a Flash artist?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I go to places and people are like, oh, you did that in Illustrator? I'm like, no, I did that in Flash.
Yeah. Well, like, because I guess even like Flash games became such a huge term, and Flash artist almost meant any online animator at one point. This is getting awful up here. What is wrong?
It's putting those artifacts in.
Yeah, it's being stupid. Maybe let's just restart the program real quick. We'll see. Hold on. I can barely see it. And good. What? That's not look. Huh? Questions?
Yeah, well, I have a question.
Is it running, or is mine? I hear it stuttering. I mean, you can...
We're back up?
It's supposed to be. It sounded like it was being awful, though.
It's still doing that, like...
Why?
Really
it's
bad.
never done this before this bad. Like, sometimes with the hardware encoder.
Might be the, Can you see your internet and all? Or is that...
Yeah, it's down here. I upped the bitrate, and it dropped it down a little bit, but it's a solid upload. I don't know if I can, like, increase the buffer. It's never done this before. Is the keyframe interval being here? Testing. How does it look? See if it pops back up.
Man, just looks like a little screen. It'd be nice.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's strange. I can't tell if it's...
Does it have anything to do with,
What is my children doing? Jenna, what's going on over there? Okay, now, Jenna, is your stream working? Now mine's buffering.
What am I doing?
Is it running? Wait, okay. See, sometimes... are we good? Wait. That's me. Okay, I think it's doing better. No. Almost. Okay, well, that's improved. Guys, I don't know. I'm blaming you two. Wait, it looks great now. Yes. All right,
that
awesome.
Looks good.
Go, play, talk. Perfect.
All right. Any questions?
All right, Jenna. Do we have those questions?
Mostly people just complaining about the buffering.
Yeah, that's...
Brendan wanted to know what Chris is.
That's Daddy NN. What is that guy? Nice, Brendan. No, my kids... Well, yeah. They do a lot of drawing. They love... see if I can get them doing art, too, one day.
Who's that?
My kids. They all love...
they're watching it?
Well, I was telling them that you were coming, and they're always drawing, so they're like, an artist, a real artist, he draws?
I wouldn't say all that.
Well, I mean, you draw, though, right? We can say that.
I dabble.
Scribbly. I've been known to sketch from time.
See, I just thought I could grab on that
yeah,
string.
I see, yeah. That's a bit in the background, but it's so close, yeah, it doesn't change too much. How does it... well, this isn't your art, but how's it... My kids are nuts. How does it feel having, like, my placer art things in your level? Does that, like, just clash horribly?
What you mean, like the little springs and all?
The springs look fine. Maybe I'm just used to them, but the like the hanging things are new, so they like they don't blend in. Yeah, the hooks.
The hooks are fun.
Stuff looks alright. Yeah. So I don't know if you were in charge of that part of it, if you'd like draw everything separately, or like. I don't know, because that's that like function versus. A lot of people are like, why didn't you make it go with the level? I'm like, well, so I wanted to stand out so that people immediately know. Yeah, is that something that you would try to make them fit in but still stand out?
Yeah, there's ways of doing it. You can change the outline color or something. It's just little things like that. But I mean, this game's so fluent. Like, see the green on here? It's totally different than this green up here.
Yeah.
Just. Even
I didn't do that.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just
no. Whenever the Andy was definitely really good with the color.
Yeah.
So he could change the colors without looking awful. And if I did that, it would just look awful.
It's just like that. I knew something could interact with that just because it stood out.
Yeah. I think I put that there, but yeah.
No, but like that's a good thing. Like.
Yeah. But yeah, since you can have so many different colors, I just kept anything that was interactive object or even like a moving platform. Yeah. There are different designs for the platforms, but they do try to stand out a bit more, or stand out a bit more. The most annoying thing is these blocks had a different color palette. They were more compressed because they had to be all sprite shaded.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and so sometimes it would look slightly different, especially when you drop down in your levels. You drew that, and then I couldn't get the stupid block to match it, so I think I just went with a different color.
It worked though. I mean, the blue level looked fine. I think the original.
Yeah.
But I think I went off of your color because you had something like that. I want to say.
For the blocks. See,
you had something in there. I can't remember. Man, it's been so long.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of this level, right? So I tried to take this purple and make a block out of it, but because it's a compressed color scheme, it wouldn't. It just wouldn't do like the exact same purple. So I messed with it until it just fit.
Yeah, I think it was dark blue before me. I don't know. I'd have to pull up the old.
Oh yeah, well, that was just the debug.
Yeah.
Programmer art, as you say. Anything.
Why am I hatching?
I used to be Wolf Shark. I don't know. my kids, every time they jump on... Wait, oh, that's me, because you have to hit pause.
I have to
yeah, here, do that. Hit pause. Yeah, and then... Yeah. Every time they get on, I want to be blue, I want to be blue. Like, you want to be blue, cut that out. Okay, so let's roast some of my art. We'll go through... I've been doing new levels.
Okay.
Until there's budget for the next game, I'm going to be drawing levels.
You did ask impressions on
That's
World
weird.
1 or whatever.
What's that?
They were asking about first what Chris felt if you played World 1, what you thought of it. I guess maybe that is them asking you to.
Yeah, let's do some of the some of the race. Or well, yeah, that's just kind of based on all names. So this is my art. This is me trying to actually draw like a real person. Okay, well this is me trying to imitate me not being able to draw, and doing it quickly. But these are like the extra content in the game.
So what is this?
It's just a race, like so it's time. So if you're in single player, it's like a time trial, but it's made to do in 1 or 4 players.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't like DLC. I like just adding things to games. I don't really stop working on games. It's very bad. Are you looking for something?
No.
Do you have a chat? This guy?
I think you can do it.
Okay, put it in timeout.
Alright.
I put him in timeout.
Okay, there you go.
I parented him. My stream. What is he? I don't even know what's going on.
Win it.
I can't shoot you. I always say the one thing I regretted the most about World 3 when somebody beat you at a race, you couldn't slide into them and show them how angry you were about that. Yeah, you're first player. You're gonna have to. That's just World 1. You can pick Race 2 or.
This is World 1.
Yeah, that's just like that's the original art. If you wanna tell me how bad the old art was.
Let's play the old game.
All right, yeah, that's what you remember.
I should have hit 2.
Or can I not play? Yeah.
Can you jump in?
Yeah.
My bad, man.
I made the game and do what I want. But there we go. But if you don't want me to play.
All right, so this is like. This isn't the original art, or is it?
So this is the original art, but I changed a few things. Right? So like over here, this was always supposed to be a cave, but it never was. So now it's a cave. Right? Well, no, you jumped in the cave.
Oh.
And then I was adding some features to the engine, like pushable blocks that didn't even make it into Super, but yeah, and you can do that and get squished, which is always fun. And of course, any challenge can be broken with multiple players by. But now this sort of stuff. Now I really want to go through. Oh yeah, all the hats added for my kids. Dinosaur hats, of course.
Oh, nice.
You can change it back if you want.
That's fine. That's like a mask.
Yeah, I think that they have a bunch of dinosaurs that they all favorited, so you get dinosaur hats now.
Yeah, I remember. This is all coming back to me. When did you make the first game?
12 years ago.
Yeah.
Forever and a day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God, it's nuts. I was like, you just feel like a different person after for that long.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, the remix, I was throwing a lot of ideas to the wall. Like, how much can we change a level by? I don't know. So there's a few old games that I go back to, and I feel like I know everything in the game. But then every now and then the internet will show you something new, and then you go and you see it, and it's like mind blowing.
Yeah.
Or this game that you think you know everything about it, and then they show you something new. Get in there.
Nice.
And so I wanted to invoke that sort of feeling, like, 'cause it's the kind of game that people just they just played it over and over again because there's only 3 levels. So let's add some new things and try to make it seem like incredibly novel that there's these new things in there. So yeah, it's always yeah. I didn't take enough of these ideas to World 4, but for the next one, a lot of changing the level or doing working together with certain things. Like you got on the thing and I pushed it, right?
Yeah.
Like that seems like that would be fun to explore more, or have a switch and you might wait almost good enough.
In case you missed it, Jimmy John said Pirate Valley was his favorite level visually.
There you go.
Nice.
I think that's I mean mine too. I think so. It tends to be pretty consistent. You did good work.
That's I'm gonna put that on my resume, man.
There you go. Pirate Valley.
Pirate Valley. Good
Everyone likes it.
Can you die if you get smashed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Man, all this stuff's such a pain in the engine. Because, you just art the level normally. And then anything moving, the art comes from inside the file. And for the platforms, I made something where they took... I wrote some code where it would take the... I don't have my dash. Give me one of the dash. Like custom platforms where you can just write, just draw inside the platform placer. So I need to set more things up because I have a pretty art-centric pipeline. You draw stuff and you refresh it, draw something, refresh it. But for the actual interactive stuff, that's not... Because something like the spring's never going to change, but then you add moving platforms, those can actually...
So is this the original, like the character? That's the same character from the original game?
Yeah, same character. The animations are pretty much all new.
Okay. Should've brought my glasses.
Yeah. I need bigger monitors.
No, I got like astigmatism. Nerd talk.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You never have too much money. You never have big enough monitors or TVs.
When I first started playing, like that. I mean, you saw me do it earlier when I tried to redo it. That spin thing around the circle.
That or
no, like
yeah. Yeah, that's like I think that's intuitive, right? That you just keep holding forward and then you have to switch once you get up there. But a lot of people, and even moving from the keyboard to the gamepad, people never had trouble with it on the keyboard, but with the gamepad now they follow the angle of it.
Yeah.
And that's the, you test, you see what people are doing, and well, yeah, I guess it makes sense for people to turn. So it switches modes if it detects that they're following the angle, and then it flips back over. Or if you're running and you're upside down and they switch, it tries to keep the momentum there.
I guess
that's weird. We have the shot, we don't have the dash. Wait, you have the dash. I don't get the dash. Yeah, that's not the dash button. So it refreshes the art.
Yeah.
For when I'm working on it. Debug developer things. So usually I have the controller in my lap, draw something, hit refresh, draw something, hit refresh. An infestation was a different level for Pirate Valley. What?
There are 2 questions.
Oh, for the you're talking about the ship level. Let's see. Guess how many kids back again? Somebody's just being a jerk in the chat.
That's normal, man. It's YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube. No, I usually have really good YouTube comments. Like, I know that's such a cliche that all YouTube's such cancer, but for the most part, I don't ever get any of that. Somebody on Congregate threatened to kill all my family if I didn't make games faster.
Oh, I've gotten that before.
I mean, yeah, of course. But then I was like, dude, that's not nice, and he apologized. So it's like...
At least he knew.
Yeah, but the way he apologized was like, I thought I was supposed to threaten your family. I was like, that's not nice. And he's like, it's not? Oh, okay, well, my bad. I won't do that then.
I've gotten a few.
Just, hide.
It's probably one now.
And, or you can, I don't know if it stays there.
It doesn't. It hasn't been for me, at least.
No content or what? No, you're just being stupid. There you go, everything's hidden.
You can actually
Yeah, you can hide everything.
It just doesn't do it for you.
Oh.
Yeah, well no, it's telling me, I'm just making sure. Okay. But here we go. So we're both very deprecating, right? Artists. And this is my self-deprecating level. Where I'm like, oh, this art's terrible. Let's just go ahead and redraw it. How do you feel about that? You ever feel like you wish you could do that to your old stuff?
Oh yeah, man. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, have you done any remixes or re-releases coming from Flash? Anything?
I'm doing the remastered version of the first Reincarnation game I did.
Oh wow.
And I played the first one, I'm like, why do people like this?
Yeah, it's really, look, at least I see. I can tell myself it's because that's all they had to play when they were in school. So it was this or math, and then I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense.
It's straight up garbage.
Yeah. Well, so how much are you changing for that one?
Changing some of the puzzles, but the art is like all remastered. I'm using like the new art style of the big game.
Yeah, that feels like so good to do. And sometimes I feel like with this, while fixing all the stuff that bothered me, the animations and the physics and all, then I was like, you know, I understand why people would like the level and the flow of it was actually pretty good.
Well, this game was ahead of its time for fun.
Oh yeah, no, it did well. It's just I felt the same way. Like, why did people like this? It's so short, you know. It's
yeah.
But once I was able to fix all the little like stupid details that I care about, then I'm like, no, actually, this level's really fun to run through. Once your jump isn't all floaty and you have some semblance of control. Actually, all the levels are really fun now, so I could actually look at the game with a you know, different eye. I don't know if it's if it made me think more of like, see guys, why did you like this? It could have been good, but it wasn't. Or if it's just okay, you know, maybe they saw all the good things that I can now focus on and they didn't care about.
I mean, just the physics alone. It was just a fun like little. It was a runner game before there was runner games too. You know, like you just freestyle runner kind of.
Kind of hate runner games. Geronimo.
I want to know what the most.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Consuming section of the game was to draw for each of you. Guess what?
Yeah. So you were smart, right? And I don't mean this in like an insulting way. You did a lot of copy pasting with the levels, because I say there's talent and there's experience, and I feel like being able to draw really well is your talent, and then experiences, you know where to prioritize. And you did a lot of art that looked really good when it was repeated.
Yeah, I tried to do stuff like when you're not going there. I tried to do stuff like when you wouldn't see the same thing, like the.
Well, let's go. Let's jump back over to that.
I can show you.
Wait, I didn't even click on that. You didn't draw the toilet. You didn't draw the toilet. I think so. My favorite part. This is absolutely nothing. This is my favorite like section of the whole game. It just like the tree looks really good, and it's just this perfect path, and then the background has this really cool parallax.
Yeah.
And then the volcano looming in the background, and like for the trailer, I just kept putting this part in because I thought it looked so good to like run through here. And then you get like this very physical, and I remember sketching this. Like we need some branches in the back doing this.
Yeah.
And I was probably thinking a treehouse, but that would have been more brown, so that's way better. But yeah, for all the trailers, I keep having me running through here and then like jumping over here and busting up some ink stuff or other people.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with this purple. I think it was like I just want something to stand out. And still have that ink feel, but like
from a functional design, it's perfect.
Almost like somebody used the ink to build. Junk around the level.
Yeah, it's something actually coming out of that.
Yeah, like all this is all the same art. Like even these like.
Well, because I've tweaked a few things to line up the ground. Me being obsessive about where the ground lines. So I've gone in. Some of your art's like really skewed in a strange way. It's kind of interesting. So I'd have to like skew it more.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I can see you just kind of did what looked right, and the clips aren't like set up in this OCD way like I would do. Like they just look really good. And a funny story though. So all those things that are copied, I think you just made them groups. So Flash tried to just duplicate all those vectors, so the level ended up like 3 megabytes.
Yeah.
So I made one. I think these are all just images. I just copied one as an image and then copied the image.
Okay. Yeah.
So
makes more sense.
It was less space and it cached it way faster to have an actual bitmap. Instead of having each one as separate vectors.
Yeah,
but it takes like hundreds of vectors to finally take as much space as a bitmap. That's pretty hilarious. Jen, is anything over there?
Someone wants to know what Chris thinks about the Inklings.
Some people just like to watch or listen to Brad's melodious voice.
No,
Did somebody?
That's the one part of the chat you're.
Was somebody confused as to why people watch this?
No, someone said, "What is this chat?" And then someone said, "Only a few of us are asking questions." And I just said, "People just want to watch."
Oh, I got you. Why there aren't?
It was a joke. Oh man.
Oh, I read your joke. Oh no. I read your joke. Hey Chris, what do you think about the Inklings? Their strength, attacks, and existence.
That's the little globs?
Yeah, just the enemies in the ink levels.
Like as far as an enemy?
I guess. Because I'm pretty proud of the animation.
Enemy, I mean,
if you wrote
the animation's good.
I'm going to be really sad.
No, the animation's good. As an enemy?
Yeah, how do they work?
They're pretty easy
what do
to
you
beat.
think with the design? Did you change, or did you design around them at all, knowing that they'd be everywhere? Did we even really go through that?
No, because you already had a bunch of the little baddies in the game.
Oh no, it's not lined up.
No.
If I wasn't like doing a live stream, I would go fix that right now because I'm really OCD about things. Move! I want to check the ground. No, yeah, I'm just stupidly OCD.
Do you have do they go behind the ground in this one? I like that.
In the
right here, it looks like behind it. I can't. Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah, you're on top of it, and I think it works well because your brain kind of picks out this. I'm trying to think if I'm trying to stop myself from going in 5 directions at once, but being reflective about, or reflexive, or whatever. Just trying to figure out what makes a good artist, and me, where I'm just almost literally just copying other people's stuff. I feel like it boils down to, in the simplest terms, it's how well your brain can abstract things, abstract existence and reality. And when I start to draw something, I just kind of make these lines, and the lines don't do anything, but sometimes they look good, sometimes they don't, and I do it until they look good. But when it looks like when you're drawing things out, you're able to actually abstract this existence and how the light actually would work, how the folds in a physical manner work. I mean, it might just sound completely obvious, but you're just able to abstract things way better than I am. And I think that's why all the purple feels so good to step on. It's just because these really simple shapes. Yeah, and it's usually the more simple something is, the more difficult it is to get right. I don't think that contradictory knowledge, the simpler something's drawn, that looks good. I feel like that's more difficult to get right than some pencil, and you spend forever with these little bitty details.
Elaborate.
Yeah, because you see some people, I guess, the DeviantArt thing, these very, very detailed, elaborate sketches.
Oh, yeah.
And you have, but the nose is slightly off,
Yeah,
and you're
Because when you do, that's why I like cartoons, because you can really just play with as much as you want, and it's your interpretation.
But as far as, that raw talent, or the visual spatial memory, the psychology of it, just being able to look at something and then abstract it into very simple shapes. And yeah, the ground's simple, but it's got such a good weight to it that it feels like something you should be walking on. So when it didn't line up right, it really bothered me, because I think the visual cue of where you're supposed to be was so strong. But yeah, that's me trying to be better and figure out what the heck's wrong with myself. But,
no, man, it's fine.
No, I mean, people say drawing is something you can practice. I think. Hi, Norris. Hi, Cat. He loves to join in the live stream sometimes.
Someone asked what.
Come here, Cat.
Someone asked what Chris thought about the
Norris
progression of art from World 1 to current.
There you go. Did I actually get any better?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the current's much better because Chris did it. I mean, that's simple.
No, I mean, even your art's better. I mean, it was way more scattered, your sketch lines and all, and now you had a purpose, more feel.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was working on. It's funny, people say I can't draw, and I'm like, well, I can't draw, but I feel like I've gotten better. I can at least say I've gotten, when I say I'm not good, it's because I want to be better, not so much as I just hate everything that I do.
Yeah, I'm the same way, so I get it.
Yeah. And I don't think that's too terrible of a method. As long as you're trying to do better and acknowledge that you can do better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think everybody, even the greats, think they can always do better.
Yeah, and okay. Hope you're not allergic to cats.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, my cousin's deathly allergic. They can't even come in this house.
Really?
Yeah, they just poof.
Where are you going? At the palace?
Norris, you a goofball. That's the cuddliest cat I've ever met.
I know. Usually they don't want to give me a lap.
And then Tommy did the pirates. We just reused those from World 3.
Oh, Morris.
Yeah, Jenna, he is.
It's my fault I won't come up. I even sat here and
He's a big old teddy bear. Chat's probably confused.
There's a cat.
There's a cat. They should know by now because that's how like all my lives are. Like you can kind of see the cat. I think we're down here anyway. What was I saying? Next stream should be a World 1 speed run. I could do a stream of me just playing through the game and like talking about things or trying to do well at it.
You have to put some spoilers on there.
Yeah. We there's just not enough Let's Plays of the thing on. Really?
Did they get any Let's Plays?
Yeah, it's got a few. I love watching them, so I always feel like there's just not enough.
I had this kid play my latest game, and he's losing his mind's great.
Oh, was it painful? It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Like
nice.
He's like, oh my god, because it's kind of like it's not really a.
I mean, like lose his mind. Like he liked it.
He liked it, yeah.
Okay, good, yeah. No, that's.
But like he should have been playing. It's not really like for kids. It was a political game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's got
so it was outrageous and he loved it.
Yeah.
So it was some good old Newgrounds humor.
It was pretty much Newgrounds humor.
Oh man, I miss that. That was just for high school me. It was so good.
You like that way better, buddy?
Oh, he's like, I thought I'd change it up for you. Why is this? Oh, I think it's waiting for you because you're first player. Look at that guy. Oh, there he goes.
trying to get in like the ideal position for pets.
Yeah, it's whatever hand is moving more, he'll stick his head under it. He's ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't hate cats. Norris is not a cat for cat haters.
No.
No, usually they're, I don't know, I whenever I would be working, my ex-girlfriend's cat used to come on my lap.
Yeah.
It was something about being in that chair, and it hated people.
I would see that our foster cat, she hates people. She loves hating people.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it in her face. But even her, sometimes late at night, she'll come. And usually, when I don't pet her, or when I don't feed her, and she's like, no, I love you, give me food. See, look at me loving you. God, I swear there was somewhere I wanted to go. Some thought, now I can't remember. I'm out of ink. Jenna, is there any questions while I try to think of what I was even talking about?
Well, someone asked for the name Kid and Caboodle.
Well, there's a saying, I don't even know where the saying's from, kit and caboodle. And that sounds like kitten. And I googled kit and caboodle thinking someone else had a thought of it first, and there's like one or two like Etsy usernames that are kit and caboodle, and that's it.
Oh, really? That's for the sister or something?
Yeah, the sister's little cat is kitten caboodle. It's kitten. Yeah, I haven't seen nearly enough gross things posted to the internet that people have drawn on here. I don't know if it's just too hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah, but like somebody's got to have drawn something. Like there's a butt. I kind of drew a butt. That's good, right?
It's mostly circles. If you can draw some circles.
A butt is perfect.
Speaking about a butt.
Speaking of butt, Norris is half butt. Lay down, cat. As we fly, Norris, you killed us both. So usually it's my kids killing me in video games. Man, what's it?
I have a random question.
Yeah, you do that while I'm trying to think. I thought it was a good one.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of Chris, I think. So Chris said, from what I understand, you played the game before you met Brown?
Yes.
Did you know he was in Louisiana?
No, I met,
Yeah, that's an interesting story, because I messaged you, because it was Hewitt, I think I saw on Newgrounds.
Yes.
And it said, was it Metairie or New Orleans?
I think mine says Metairie.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Never seen that before on a Newgrounds profile. And so I messaged you. And I think you were friends with some of my friends.
Yes.
And we ended up at a bar together one time. And I was like, oh, that guy, what? Like, someone from Newgrounds is here. Like, and I think I was pretty not sober.
I think I was the same.
Yeah, and so we're like, oh, cool. It's you.
Yeah,
we both like Newgrounds.
I was with a mutual friend, and he's like, you make games, right? My buddy Inside makes games, too. And I'm like, who? He's like, Brad Moore. I'm like, oh, man, no way. He lives here?
It's so weird.
We didn't have that many, like, people who lived.
We have a lot more now just in the gaming industry because of tax breaks. We have
tax breaks is like
High Voltage and Exile.
Yeah, all the game.
People started showing up.
Yep. What you call it got shut down? Huh? Game Off?
Game Off got shut down? Did they?
The what?
Did Game Loft get... You said they got shut down?
I think the studio in New Orleans.
Yeah, they were the big one. We had a Game Loft here. That was like the big deal. I think a few people moved from that. I'm back. I think because I knew somebody who was working there, and I thought he just left. Maybe they were kind of on their way out.
I might be wrong. My dad sent me an article.
Well, I know they're taking away, or they're like repealing some of the tax breaks. And it's I know doing paperwork for money is a difficult thing because I hate paperwork, but I like money. It's one of those things. It's more for big businesses.
Yeah.
I knew a few people who were trying to take advantage of it, but it sounded like it was a huge pain to do.
So you got a tax break?
No, I never actually did it. I was like looking into it, and I'm so bad at any like of the business side of
me too, man.
Anything. I don't even want to deal with that.
Speaking of today's tax day.
Oh, fun. Yeah, that's what I got married for.
That's sweet.
Handle my taxes, honey.
Oh my god. They're putting all the pressure on you, Chris. Somebody asked, how do you rate it out of 10?
Oh, shoot. The game?
Yeah, the game.
Man. Out of 10? I don't know. I really haven't played through the whole game yet. I'm going to give it 10 because...
There you go.
I worked on it.
Right now it's theoretically a 10, and then he'll play through it, and later we'll see what it ends up as.
Yeah, I have like the Steam and all. I don't have time.
It depends on how badly Chris wants work for World 5.
It's definitely an 11.
There you go. All right, you're hired.
See, this is one of those weird things right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I didn't know if the trees were gonna like be behind, so that's why.
See, I don't even think about stuff like this. To me, it's like if this was in 3D, it would come out like the Tarzan thing, you know, and then like do this. Wait, there. Yeah, it would come out. Where's my? I'm looking at the wrong one. Go through and then go back in. But since it's 2-dimensional, you just get that one thing there. Yeah, I think that's a good reason for playing it as you go, because this layer's gonna be here because I'm like describing things or concepting things, and it's still not really describing where the different backgrounds are gonna be. And I was adjusting the parallax values like up until launch. I probably still do actually.
No, I think all the parallax came out really nice.
No, I think it looks really good. It's just it's hard to describe to somebody else like how things are gonna line up when I'm still messing with them.
Yeah.
And I don't think I gave you a way to change it, or even change how many the values.
When I was dealing with this, like I didn't know anything.
Yeah, well, that's my fault.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, I had this tree, and I was like, this tree looks really cool, and so I just copied it all the way through. It's a lot of stuff where you would do something, and it either it wouldn't line up to how I wanted to put it, or it would just be like one section looked really good, and so I just like copied it and did the whole thing, or lined it up.
I'd break it a lot. I knew that because it had like a million different layers in Flash, and I was like,
for a Flash game, it certainly has a lot of background.
I was like, all right, if I move this, and then I'd move it, and then the game wouldn't work anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm like, just send it back, I'll fix it. Yeah, because it's. So I use Flash as a level editor, but it's not really custom made, so you're still supposed to be able to move things around and fix. There's no concept in Flash about a movie clip that doesn't move.
Yeah.
So I want it always at origin because that's how the code lines it up. But yeah, it's hard to tell an artist, don't move the No, if you want to shift everything, you have to go into it and not shift it here. Whereas Flash is very like what you see is what you get. It's two very different mindsets.
I want to know what your favorite cake or pie is. That's my fault.
Cake or pie? What is your favorite type of cake or pie?
Tres leche.
I'm trying to think if I've had that before.
Tres leche? Really?
Yeah, I love tres leche.
Nice.
It
sounds fancy.
It is fancy. 3 milks.
Yeah, that's Trey leche there.
I don't like pie.
Don't like pie?
I'm not a big fan of pie.
Oh man, pecan pie though.
I don't like pecans.
I love. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Probably wouldn't like pecan pie. Then.
Pecan pie. I used to like it. I don't know. Just not a fan.
I was saying that one of the purple platforms above y'all's head looked like a cake design.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And so then everyone started talking about cakes.
That makes sense.
And then fairly brought it back in, right?
Someone did ask you.
Oh, almost. You got to keep your speed there.
When you
This one's
found
fun,
out
though.
the final piece of the puzzle, what was the final piece of the puzzle for
A
World
puzzle.
War?
Okay, that's actually a good question set. I would have to think about that.
Woo.
I think it was once. Oh, and then I didn't even go the right way there, but that looked cool, so it's fine. I think once I had the grind rail and the pole and the ink boarding all together, once I could link those three, I was like, yeah, like you said, the runner, the feeling of a runner, but still having full control. Was that Norris? Norris, did you do that?
He's over here.
Norris's usually I blame Norris's tail. Okay, that's me. Go back up.
Camera.
I swear I didn't do that.
Blah. Right.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know why it's doing that.
That's cool.
I just have a stupid clothespin up here. This is actually, this level is one of my favorite backgrounds on it. I can't remember if I just grabbed it from the... I think I broke everything. This is very live. Live and raw. Are we back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, am I here? Did I break it?
Real life World 4.
Hey.
What?
Do I have this on? I feel like that should... Am I... Oh, hi guys. I'm sorry, I broke everything. Can you make it for PS4? Sure. One day. Why not? I can't even keep my mic on my desk. Alright. Is there a way... Why... By the way, where's our map next to the ship? It's probably because it's my debug build and I warp around everywhere. Wait, the ship
is this level on stream.
Is what? Yeah, you did this one.
Okay.
I fixed a few of the parts where there was some seams, so it might look a little different. But the background, actually, I'm not even sure where the background's from. But this is probably one of my favorite backgrounds because you get this really like imposing parallax right there. I probably did the stalactites. I think. I'm not sure. I don't even know where that art's from.
I don't remember.
But
Oh no, I remember this.
I'm pretty sure you had a few bits, and then I
Yeah.
like lined them up in a certain way.
Because it was the way it was set up. I think was different.
Okay. Can you add me on Steam? No, stop. I don't have anybody on Steam.
I had everybody on Steam.
Like I'm always on.
not even on Steam.
If I'm playing something, I'm not talking to people.
I don't know how Steam works though, so.
Eh. Is it? Damn it. Oh, okay. This is really difficult to line up.
Oh no, I'm being called.
Mommy! Mommy! Anyone watch ASD movie? You know what ASD movie is?
Sounds interesting.
Maybe. They're trying to get me to watch something on stream before. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna do
An
that.
acronym for
Oh, ASDF, like ASDF. Yeah, I don't know what the movie is.
It's like a documentary or something.
A documentary on keyboards. I'm pretty sure
Hey, man,
there's
you
one
got
for
one for
Dvorak.
Helvetica, so
Yeah. Oh
I'm not putting
god.
past it.
About Comic Sans. That'd be the best documentary.
I love seeing people with Comic Sans on there. They'll have it as their logo and stuff.
Oh no. Yeah, because you do like design work now. Like,
Yeah,
what would you call it exactly?
I work for a sign company, so
like logo design stuff.
I know like every font now.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's disgusting.
Oh, where am I? I don't think. Yeah, this does not like two players. Let me see if I'm like on a hidden platform or something. No, I have no idea where I am.
I think this is the last level I played, so I don't even know what's past this level.
Really? Oh, we'll do some of this stuff because this is, as far as like the game design goes, some of my favorite stuff. And I had an artist. Do you remember Tommy LM or Pillow Clock? It's one of the clocks. I don't know how into it he was. He did a bunch of Lewis animations that were fantastic.
Like Lewis, the guy from Newgrounds?
Castanon?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were good buddies or something. But I was trying to get him. Y'all have a pretty similar style. You probably like his stuff a lot.
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, he's a really good animator too. I was trying to get him to help on this because get both y'all. I figured it would be pretty like coherent style, and he couldn't. I think he's like off doing. I don't know. I don't want to say anything personal, but he's off. He's kind of moved on from that. I think he was doing some like movie stuff for a bit.
Okay.
And like that's the saddest thing about Newgrounds to me is just how all these people like are like accountants now.
Got real jobs.
Yeah, got a real life. It's just so sad. All this their work that I loved. I was being all nostalgic over stuff and realized that this is it was a Newgrounds animation called Eric the Juice Man, and it's this just absurd comic. And that guy kind of moved on.
That sounds familiar.
You might have seen it. It's so good. One of my favorites. Yeah, I got this book. I got the first 3 books for the comic because they're so funny.
Picture.
And he actually had this post on his site that was like talking about. He did this whole recap of like making the comic. And because like the first one was just scribbled in the back of a periodic table in class. Like you can see the periodic table behind it. Nice. It's so good. And just the whole like life blah blah blah, got married and then he had worked with his wife to make another entry in it like recently, and I was just like being all nostalgic about it. I was like, oh my god, I needed that, like that one of these things actually still exists. The creator still cares about it. I don't know where. Oh, Tommy. His sister did the first level because he got busy and he was like, well, my sister's a really good artist.
So the first level.
So the level right before this one. Oh no, two before this. So the first level that we got off of the ship and landed. His sister did that, so she kind of set the design, and then Andy took that and then made it a bit more manageable. No, they're in England. So yeah, we're like I was saying, just kind of work with everybody from everywhere. Yeah. Beauty of the internet.
Yeah, one of my coders was from there, from England. Another one was from Australia.
That's crazy. I don't think I know anyone in Australia. I haven't worked with anybody.
Well, the whole way we got hooked up is he made a point-and-click game. I'm like, dude, he did like his own art and everything.
Who was that in Australia? Because I think I know.
His name's Casper.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot his name on Newgrounds. It was like Phantomagore or something like that.
I'm sure I've seen it. Oh, guys, I fixed this. I'm so proud. So before, if you fell off of that, you would fall into the beginning of the level, which is way worse than dying. So I pulled it. I had to push the entire foreground back and then make that the foreground. And so the only part of this level that's foreground is these little rocks right here.
Nice.
So now you don't... Yeah, it said... I can't believe... And then I didn't even think of that, right? And it was one of those like, oh my god, I fell and I had to do the whole level again! Well, it's not that big of a... Okay, you're right. It's terrible.
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel. He showed his true colors. Whoa.
And I fixed the animation. When you unrolled... I did this on stream. It was the old animation.
How do I get up there?
Either like jump to it. So to get the speed, right, you gotta like be a skateboarder, right? You have to hit it at an angle.
So you gotta jump.
So yeah, either jump and hit it and then run. There you go. Or rolling, you'll pick up a bit more speed quicker.
Oh yeah, you went flying.
But I tweak all the values of going down and going up by hand, like based on your animation. Keep going, run. Must go faster. Oh god. Boop. I really like how these levels turned out. I know the portals kind of going back and forth gets pretty difficult, but
it's like...
I mean, yeah, part of
the depth to it.
Yeah, they're supposed to get... Yeah, I mean, it's the second to last levels in the game, so they're supposed to be a bit more difficult. So yeah, you have to figure it out. Oh my god. Some people... Can we just ban all of them? That's bullying.
What are they doing?
He's just his name is himself.
Is there any way for you to give me the ability to do that?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Guess if you saw them.
I love it. Behind the scenes stuff. I don't know how much I'm supposed to even, or you know, the etiquette of having a chat. But it's like report for harassment, and then it just pops up like if you're really being harassed, call the authorities. I'm like, no, just ban the Seriously, you do. Seriously, you do.
Well, I guess if they like threaten your life or something.
I guess people take online playing too seriously. I mean, I'm probably a terrible person for saying that, but just ban, mute. And as long as something bad happens to them in some way, I think it's okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, I have my online screen name is the same one I use for submitting all my games, and if I ever comment on an article, it's under the same thing. So I feel like I don't really have any sort of anonymity. Phenomenon. Oh, wait.
I don't know where I'm going.
Why does my thing, my stupid ink dash is like sometimes not working? It's bizarre. Yeah, I have some ink. Yeah, playing this, I feel like there's a bit of memorization in this. You gotta kind of remember where it's going to.
Yeah,
and I added
not too difficult.
Nah, it's not bad. It takes like, if it takes like 3 tries to get through a level, and you die. Like, I don't mind dying in video games.
I'm pretty bad at video games, though.
You're fine.
I feel like I'm killing it right now.
Go through this. What's that?
I feel like I'm killing it right now.
Well, I mean, you're not dead. I didn't have to, like, debug you into not dying or anything.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Invincibility. I don't know, I feel like you completely ruin a game. It's just not fun anymore.
Shoot.
Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm in some weird...
Time warp! Just die. Just, yeah, go into there and then kill yourself. Or it might give you another checkpoint if you go backwards. Yeah, just, there you go. Whee! There's a platform that specifically let you go through it if you're jumping, but you'd stand off on the ground just for making loop-de-loops. And then in the second game, I had this section of ground, and there was like 3 pieces of ground and 3 different switches, or 6 because it was on and off, where it would have to form the ground as you went so that you wouldn't, you know, it would like,
confusing.
It was awful. It was like, so it would loop like this, right? And then you hit the switch, and the next one would be like this, or like that, and then the next one would be like that, so that you kept going through, and this is how you passed through the previous ground. Since it's not, okay, let's see. I can get this. I can do this. But since it's not done in code, it's literally just the art creating the... See, I don't know where's my dash. It was working earlier. Whatever.
Yeah, it's jammed.
No, it's waiting for me.
Oh, okay.
I put in a bit of, like, multiplayer code that still works in the main game.
Gotcha.
I think this makes the stream interesting. Hopefully that's not the... Alright, what game is this a reference to?
What, this?
I mean, it's such a generic thing. Yeah, like, what game do you think of, or, like, repeating scroll?
Is it, like, it's one of those old Nintendo games?
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
It's not Contra, huh?
No, I don't... Does it do that? I'm not sure. I've played some...
Battletoads?
You thinking of the Turbo Tunnel? No, like...
In Battletoads, you're, like, on a spaceship at one point.
Man, I've never got that far. Jeez. I don't know. I think I beat the stupid hover bikes, and I got to some other thing on the Genesis version.
I can't remember, man.
I don't think I was on a spaceship. Oh my god.
Wasn't it going down?
No, the Crows was the Turbo Tunnel. Yeah. But like,
Brad and I tried playing that, but we just kept killing each other, so it never worked.
Yeah, I think I tried to play.
Are you still alive in that one?
I don't know. You could kill each other though, on one of the modes.
Yeah, you can definitely kill each other.
I don't know if it's even possible on 2-player. Yeek. We're getting pretty far in the game. It's probably getting spoilery. We played a lot of the game. Yeah. When did we start? Yeah.
Started at 7:30.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanna. How long you wanted to do this for? Usually I do these for way too long, and you can actually start wrapping them up sooner.
I'll roll soon.
Yeah. So no, that was kind of an homage to Mario 3 in the pipe world. So to me, like in Mario 3, right, you got your volcano level, right, your lava level, which is what we kind of have. And then before that, the pipe world is just all goofy. It's my favorite like world in the whole Mario 3. Mario 3 is the best game ever. So
I do like Mario.
So it's and kind of going the theme of the worlds being destroyed and messed up. I thought the physics and reality breaking down
from one side to the other.
Yeah. Well, the portals, so you're getting like tears in the page that lead to other places.
That's cool.
I thought going just reality bending.
This is deeper than.
Yeah. No, this game's very thought out. I have so much stuff behind the scenes that I'm thinking about that never make it into the game. Or maybe just like themes that kind of drive the character and his personality and all the stuff that every game I say I want to put more of that into the game world. And World 5 is,
I remember you telling me like when we first started how your sketchbooks and all and like the idea behind it.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. You just have to do that for like World 5.
Yeah, it's always I'll put that in the next game. World 5 is play the ending. I won't do spoilers, but it explores the reality of Fancy Pants Man, and because this is all in a sketchbook, everything's melting, like you said. So now we're gonna explore that theme of being a drawing a bit more. Let's see. So how much I want to even say? Dropping hints here and there. The theme of World 5 is destroying and creating the dynamic, and that's gonna be and how we do that in a platformer and how we affect levels and all that. Remember you spoiled Inkies on your Instagram? I spoil a lot of things.
No, Chris did.
Oh, Chris, you spoiled the Inkies.
What? Oh, shoot, my bad.
Yeah, he posted that before. That's hilarious.
We were like, oh, well. Okay.
Yeah, I think you were doing like resume stuff or something.
You posted a picture of the tree of the Pirate Valley level.
Yeah.
And like one of the areas was like in a dip or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty secretive. I always like to pretend that my games are more important than they are, so before they come out, I'm very secretive about certain things.
Yeah, I won't do it again, man.
What's that?
I said I didn't know.
No, it's fine. No, I love stuff like that, like leaks, like planned leaks. I do that too.
I mean, it's kind of one of those, it's an unplanned...
Yeah, like, I like to think that my game is important enough that, like, an artist accidentally leaked a new bad guy, and that's it. It's an event, that actually happened.
There were a few, it did get the fans in a bit of a, like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
really?
No, it was cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
People were like, oh, why did you see this? I was like,
what do I mean about the Mario 3 thing? In World 7 of Mario 3, go play it right this second if you haven't, because it's the best game ever made. There is this level. Yeah, you be crass and rude on my ink board. That'd be funny. Yeah, there's such a specific shape that tends to be drawn when you're doing that. But in Pipe World, there's these blocks where you jump on them, and every time you jump, the arrow changes, and so you jump on this platform, and then you jump, and it changes direction. And in that level, it's fairly thin and going upward, but you'll switch over to the other side when you run. And I think that's the only level in Mario 3 that it does that for. And it's really cool, like, that there's something new like that so late in the game. Did you enjoy leaks of World 5? Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun stream. It's Mario 3. Mario 3 is, no, not my favorite. Mario 3 is the best Mario game.
Have you played
Fact. Oh yeah,
it,
dude, Galaxy's Odyssey. Oh my god, Galaxy's amazing too. Odyssey is really good.
Odyssey's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't have it. My buddy has it. I was like, I want to buy a Switch just for this.
Dude, that, Zelda, Splatoon, all the indie games on there, like all the good, like Explosion Machine, Graceful Explosion Machine. I really like.
Played any of those?
Dude, if you haven't played, and it's like you probably may be like, oh, I should be drawing my game. So, like, just you grab the Switch, you go lay in bed, and you just play something, and it's not a dumb little portable game. It's like, no, this is the next Mario game. Yeah. You know, this is a full Zelda game. So I got doing that 300 hours in Splatoon, and that's, like, more than I played of any other game.
Splatoon's like a fighting game? Or
it's a shooting game, but it's kind of like paintball, but it's like Nintendo. Okay, when Nintendo makes something, every other company goes, how can we rip off Gears of War? How can we rip off... whatever else. Nintendo goes, I'm going to make a shooting game. How would Nintendo make a shooting game? and then they just do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
And then that's how Splatoon came out. It's not like you play like Battlefront or something and you just get shot from across the map. Splatoon's like, no, if somebody's aiming at you, you know it, and if you can always run up to them, and the zoning is all like everything that happens in shooting games.
Is it a first person or is it?
It's third person.
It's third person.
Yeah, and then you have the gyro aim with the controllers, so it feels
that's cool.
It feels amazing to play. But like Nintendo's so purposeful about everything. I always rant about Nintendo, but it's not that they do everything right. It's that they're so purposeful about what they do.
Oh yeah.
And so in a normal shooting game, you have the concept of like your territory that you're holding. Splatoon's like, all right, let's take that idea and actually make it a game mechanic. So you have the ink. So anywhere within your own territory, you can zip around and climb walls and do whatever. And then getting into any enemy territory is difficult. But then different weapons are better at it than others. So it's an actual, like I try to tell people, it's fine if you want to make this really hard, but you need to be aware of what you're doing. It's fine if you want to do this. It's fine if you want to make this not fun, but you have to be aware of what you're doing. It's like, well, this isn't fun. Okay, well, that's because you're like in Super Paper Mario, they made you like stand on a treadmill for a while, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. This is boring, but it's Nintendo, and they know what they're doing, and they're invoking the sense of like work and dread, and then you contrast that with what happens later. So you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you not to make this too difficult, but be aware of it. And that's just what Nintendo is amazing at. Like, they're aware, and they build on it, of like everything that they do. So I feel like something like Halo, the first one's so good, I feel like half of that was an accident, because the second one like ruined everything that made Halo 1 like really good.
I played the first one. I don't think I played anyone.
Yeah, I don't. It's only like really good one. Like 3's really good. I mean, yeah, but it's just that they took out everything that made the first one really good. It's like, wow, you had no idea why your game was popular, do you? You know, it's so bizarre. But like Nintendo is all the dumb mistakes they make. Like you see them purposely making these dumb
system,
things.
The Wii U? Like I think that was just a precursor to the Switch. Like they knew
people wanted to hold a real game in their hand.
They just didn't know how to do it with the U.
Well, yeah, the tech wasn't there, and like I have it plugged in here and bring that over to the bedroom so I can just sit with a gamepad. But now with Switch, I don't have to do that. It's perfect. Yeah. That's why everybody likes the Switch. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that Nintendo always makes the right decisions. It's that they're aware of what they're doing and they like double down on it. Like they do it properly. Cut a leak. Yeah, there's planned leaks. Creators can leak content.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, I think they actually. It's very common. Let's switch over to the camera since we're just talking anyway. But yeah, we can wrap this up. Hopefully the audio didn't get stupid like it did last time. Did you guys notice that? The last, I don't know, the stream audio just drifted off horribly. I'm doing things over here again. And actually, I think I can. Jenna, where are you?
Right here.
Yes, honey. In the chat. Have you talked recently? There you are. Oh, wait. That wasn't you. Good enough, though. Oh, I thought I just heard you type something. There you go. There you are. Good enough. That other guy's fine.
I think y'all, like, your colors are similar on this.
I'm playing this.
Like, y'all's shirts.
Obviously, it's not that we haven't talked in years since working on the game or anything. We're coordinated. Alright, but yeah, we're not going to leak anything. Well, I think Chris has got to go. It's like really late over here. I got to eat still. This was a late stream. Just, this is the post-work. Chris has a life, something like that.
Yeah. Gotta work in the morning.
Real job. But yeah, hopefully that was interesting. I try to talk about art all the time, and I only vaguely know what I'm talking about.
I don't know anything about art either.
Well, yeah, but together we have to at least know something about art.
We can fake it till we make it.
There you go. Yeah, and the important part is they don't know anything about art, so it sounds like we know. Yeah, somebody in the chat.
Some famous guy, and he's like,
"These guys are
idiots."
Like Edmund, what are you doing in the chat? There he goes. There, Baxter responding when you fell off the platform into the void. Well, you're getting the spoilers, but no, that's just part of the plot. Video game logic. What? Well, who's I don't know. Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah, that's video game logic or drawing logic. The consistency.
The
the end of it. Don't want to be too specific.
Gotcha.
Go beat the game. It's a good game. I promise.
I believe.
There you go. Might be biased. I'm a pretty good authority on if the game's good or not, I guess. But I used to go from like do this because video games did it, and then to like do this because cartoons did it, and nowadays I try to just do, the game does this, the character needs to do this because that's what Fancy Pants Adventures does. So it's just
we made a game one time. We made a 3D game in Flash. Me and Casper.
Jeez.
And just the idea behind it was because the character was 2D, but like the objects you interacted with were like 3D. So it was very weird.
Was that built on like the paper?
I have no idea. Casper had this idea to do this game, and I'm like, let's do it. It's called Space Station Jason.
Yeah, I don't know.
It did awful.
No,
but it was. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was like a puzzle kind of like. I don't know.
Yeah, if it had like 3D stuff in it, I figure that would get it some eyeballs.
No, it didn't do that well. I think Congregate picked it up as a sponsor, and then
could do worse then if at least had a sponsor.
Yeah.
It's weird how, because everything's kind of moving over to mobile now, and you did a few mobile games. Like, have you been making that transition? I swear I had a better segue in my head, but we're just going with that.
He's using Unity now. I mean, I'm still using Flash, but nothing's changed.
Because you're just animating,
Yeah,
and then you have an export workflow for.
Yeah, he's got because Flash I think has a sprite sheet maker and all for so all that is.
No, Adobe
easy.
knows. They know.
Yeah,
they'll let you get your animations out of Flash.
So, I mean, that's why they changed the name to Animate.
Yeah. No, good. I support that actually. I'm not gonna fault them for that one.
No, they knew that it wasn't going their way.
I just now it's called Animate, so now the animation needs to be really good, guys. Fix your brush, fix all the tools,
I'll still
fix the vectors. We'll call it, but they're calling. I'm not working on it, so they're calling it Animate. Now they need to fix all the drawing tools.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. Like, I think it's a way better vector program than Illustrator.
Does he not want to be? Did you make it on purpose? No, but it. Oh well. Okay, well we're gonna undo it.
I'm watching this right sound.
I'm clicking on things. What's that?
I said I'm watching it sound. It's kind of funny. Cause it's like the lag in it.
Oh yeah, it's so weird. I'll be like looking at something for a while and I'm drawing. I look up and I see myself still drawing, and just like. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
Like your brain's like, that's not a camera. See, I'm like, I was confused there. Good, because I'm confused now. Now it lines up properly.
Yeah.
So I usually just look at the phone. That's the good thing about having the phone doing it. Cause,
you can actually see it live. Well, this is live too. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's the composite of everything.
But
if I talk to people, I try to do that. But yeah, so I mean, have you had the terrible teeth? I'm trying to wrap this up. I'm just kind of see like what's going on now. You have like mobile games. You did Terrible Teeth.
I did Terrible Teeth, which it did well, but I think you need like a publisher pretty much for mobile now because we got
the biggest, worst kept secret. Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 10,000 downloads or something like that, which is fine compared to like other games we released on mobile.
Was it paid or ad supported?
It was neither. We tried out like in-game buys and stuff just for giggles to see how it did, which was stupid because we spent like a year on the game. Yeah,
well, if you do it right, or not do it, if you're lucky, we'll say in-game purchases for a free game should be great.
Yeah, though we had a couple purchases, but nothing to like,
Yeah, it's still like we're all moving over and trying to figure things out on how like our type of game, like the Flash game, Flash game. How that can even sell on mobile if it has a place. Always check the top free on iOS or wherever, and the top free games are usually really good and do that free ad supported thing really well. Guys, I want to make a Metal Slug game where you have to view an ad whenever you die. I think that would be perfect for it. It'd be great. It shouldn't be too much work.
The last game we did was the debate game. The one I was talking about, the kid watched it and he was like losing his mind. So like it was the presidential debates, and like a commercial would come up during the debate, and you had to watch the commercial.
Oh, that's funny. But it was a legit ad. But it was
it was a legit ad coming up during
that's pretty crazy actually. It's like the billboards on a racing game.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't get a person to stick a quarter in their phone. Maybe at least get them to play an ad. And we actually had arcades, which all these people over here probably don't even know what that is anymore. Which is so. I don't know. I'm terrible at like changing with the times and monetizing in the proper way. I'd rather just make a game, but
done the same way, man.
But so I'm talking with the Flash artist. I'm like, so how are you surviving this current climate of mobile games? And
the artists are fun, I think, because
y'all still getting a lot of work with other people. I guess they have to move on. And
everybody else has to like Unity and I think Unreal and stuff. And
Unity actually improved their 2D workflow, which is kind of funny
because that's what we use for. We're using it for Reincarnation, and we used it for that last game I was just talking about.
Yeah.
And it's all 2D.
Yeah, I was working with some guys on, you saw Nefarious, huh? So I was doing some animations there, so I at least had to get a sense of the workflow.
Finish that? Did you finish
Yeah, that's out, yeah. I just did the character animations and then kind of went on the Super, but they finished that.
Yeah.
I haven't really talked to them in a while. But yeah, more guys that are like local, so it's all like, wow, he's
Baton Rouge, huh?
Yeah. There's a lot more in Baton Rouge, it seems. I guess
well, Lafayette's got that gaming school out there.
Yeah, I think somebody emailed me from there before.
I see them all the time when I go to because there's like Comic-Con in Lafayette.
What is it called? I'm trying. Yeah, I'm because they're probably out at PAX too, but Baton Rouge has a tech park, so they always have a pretty healthy. Indie scene working there, and then college town. So anybody coming out of college wants to make video games. So they probably
that's like the new thing.
Yeah.
We don't have that here. We had like ITT, I think, in St. Rose for a while.
I had a few local people like that message me that like they were doing something new, or there was. God, I'm trying to remember some guy saying somebody was doing I don't know, it was like a talk or something. But it's interesting to see what's even local going on. But it's coming from the Newgrounds days. I don't expect anyone else to know what the hell you're doing.
Nah.
All right, everyone, say your fave Brad stream so far. Who's deleting? Yeah, Fairly's got the power now. All right, so I think that's about it. I'm gonna go. We'll leave that for the chat. I'm not gonna comment on that. Brad do Parsec. No, I'm not. Well, no, I gotta eat. I'm trying to think if I have time to do it, but it's really late and I gotta go eat. If we can get that all working, we'll maybe focus on that tomorrow. Whatever tomorrow is. But anyway, good stream. Good to have you here. I'm gonna have to. Any other guests that I have will have to be Skyped in, so this is cool.
How you gonna do that? Have it up on the. You can plug it in, like Skype and all into that?
Yeah. Just, here's the mouse, here's a window, stick the window. Well, not here, it would be.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same as there's the game, put some Skype in. I know a few, like, live shows that do that pretty well. Just the Skype quality is coming over. Is the font used in SPF and others copyright? Well, I made it so it's technically copywritten, right? Like, if I made it, it's not public domain because I made it. And unless it's like 40 years from now or something.
Yeah.
So, technically you can't use it. I mean, yeah, that'd be weird. Why would you use someone else's handwriting? I feel like he's using someone else's fingerprint to get into a door or something. But yeah, I hate wrapping up streams. It's always difficult. But yeah, I think that's about it, huh? Anything else? Oh, Fairly's got it. I gotta go. Wait. There we go. Bye, guys.